TOPPAN. TOPPAN is a leading company that continues to create social value based on its unique printing technologies. This is a chronicle of TOPPAN's 120 years in business. On the first page, printing is a fine art. The vision created by the founders. The words embody TOPPAN's pride in pursuing both printing precision and beauty. Now, let's trace the company's history. In the late 19th century, the air-hurt letterpress method was the cutting-edge printing technology. TOPPAN is Japanese for letterpress. As Japan modernized, Edoardo Chiossone, an Italian copperplate engraver and banknote designer, started training the Japanese in printing paper currency. Based on the air-hurt letterpress method, 5 of Chiossone's pupils founded TOPPAN Printing Limited Partnership in 1900 with the aim of advancing Japan's printing industry. The company's first product was the packaging of Tengu cigarettes. The beautiful products evoked widespread interest, and the company began designing packages for the major private tobacco companies, as well as handling everything from package design to printing for government monopoly cigarettes. The reliability of the technology was steadily enhanced. Then, the company received an order to print stock certificates, fulfilling its long-held dream. Its sophisticated printing technology became an important factor in guaranteeing the certificate's reliability. Offset printing was introduced in the early 20th century, and TOPPAN's color printing technology served to enrich the lives of the Japanese people. In 1938, the Itabashi plant, said to be the finest printing plant in the East at the time, began operations. As well as introducing the latest offset and gravure printing technology, TOPPAN opened up the way for special printing in Japan. This led to the company's dramatic growth, and its high level of printing technology came to the fore. Now let's turn the pages further. In August 1945, GHQ visited the Itabashi plant. TOPPAN's advanced printing technology impressed the visitors, and it was asked to print the weekly newspaper Yank for the US Army. TOPPAN received orders to print Bank of Japan notes and supported the domestic economy during the post-war recovery. It also made an all-out effort to address the boom in weekly magazines launched in the late 1950s. Ever since, TOPPAN's technology has supported consumers' new affluent lifestyles in a variety of settings. Demand for business forms increased during Japan's high growth period. Against this backdrop, in 1965, TOPPAN More Business Forms was established jointly with Canada's More Corporation to expand new business areas. This would later become TOPPAN Forms. At the same time, the company actively introduced overseas technologies to develop and print new packaging materials, including film, tubes, and plastic. Meanwhile, decorative panels laminated with thin paper were developed. An inexpensive, high-quality wood grain material for walls in housing complexes. TOPPAN technology totally changed the housing situation in Japan. TOPPAN's printing technology played a big role in Japan's high growth. The original masks for Mesa-type transistors, the key component of transistor radios at that time, could not be made domestically, so Japan had to rely on overseas suppliers. TOPPAN was the first company to successfully manufacture Mesa-type transistor masks. By applying microfabrication technology, it launched domestic production. Subsequently, the company established a mass production system for photomasks for semiconductors. Based on this technology, semiconductors were manufactured in Japan, and high-performance home appliances were produced one after another, laying the foundation for Japan as an electronics powerhouse. TOPPAN developed further breakthrough technology for making color stripe filters for video camera tubes. This is an important component for converting color video images into electrical signals. The development of this component made video cameras lighter and compact, paving the way for consumer products. This enabled the company's full-scale entry into the electronics field. In 1961, TOPPAN Printing Service Center was established in Ginza, Tokyo. With a sales strategy centered on planning and design, the upstream part of printing, TOPPAN introduced a variety of outstanding products by addressing challenges together with customers. The TOPPAN building was completed. TOPPAN strengthened planning and design capabilities by establishing Japan's first marketing research laboratory and a mammoth studio said to be the best in the East. TOPPAN has always kept a close eye on society, culture, and the needs of customers. Around that time, TOPPAN worked on printed materials for the Tokyo Olympics. It received a comprehensive order, including official posters and tickets. And at the time of the Seoul Olympics, the live TV output was transmitted internationally and printed using a video plate-making system, enabling speedy reporting by magazines. TOPPAN demonstrated its printing technology at international events. And after the Osaka Expo 70, the Total Media Development Institute was established. This led the company to make a full-fledged entry into the field of spatial design. TOPPAN expanded its business into a variety of fields and was described as being capable of printing on anything but water and air. Around the same time, TOPPAN developed the industry's first computerized typesetting system, which pioneered the digitalization of printing. This allowed the company to address and solve social issues of the time, such as lead pollution. TOPPAN contributed to the environment and society through the development of materials for more than 30 years before the Sustainable Development Goals were formulated. This is the EP pack. Sake, soy sauce, and other liquids previously stored in glass bottles can now be distributed in paper containers. The superior barrier performance of GL film prevents quality deterioration of contents and allows products to be stored for long periods. As an eco-friendly product, it has a leading share of its global market today. With Kotokan, TOPPAN developed a paper-based beverage container that not only enables room temperature distribution and long-term storage, but can also be recycled. As a PVC-free decorative sheet, TOPPAN Eco Sheet is an eco-friendly product for living spaces. Through technology developed from printing, TOPPAN provides products and services for safe and secure communication. The security field has been revolutionized by the development of items such as smart cards and holograms. TOPPAN's solutions for business process outsourcing leverage security technology and services such as the handling of personal information based on a history and track record spanning 120 years. TOPPAN positioned the year 2000 as its second founding and the beginning of further reforms. The TOPPAN Koishikawa building was completed the same year. By constructing the Printing Museum and TOPPAN Hall, a venue for classical music concerts, inside the building, the company aimed to contribute further to society and culture. The company also formulated TOPPAN Vision 21, Based on its corporate philosophy of creating dedicated products, it declared its desire to refine the printing technology cultivated since its foundation and deliver its benefits to society. At the same time, the company defined its 5 business fields. Since 2000, TOPPAN has also shifted away from an order creation model and developed businesses that utilize printing technologies. In this context, Shufu has expanded into the business-to-consumer domain. It's used as PR media by local governments and companies, securing the #1 position in terms of users of electronic flyer services in Japan. TOPPAN's color technology was utilized to develop color electronic paper with E-Ink Corporation of the USA. As next-generation displays, TOPPAN advances use of electronic paper for signage and diverse applications. TOPPAN has worked on imaging, printing and visual communication technologies since the 1990s and brought them to fruition through the creation of virtual reality content and archives of cultural properties. TOPPAN has created virtual reality content on cultural properties at home and abroad, including collaborating with China's Palace Museum since 2000. TOPPAN also developed the Street Museum application to support local governments with tourism promotion and regional revitalization. The 40,000 pieces of digital archive data acquired for virtual reality content on Kumamoto Castle have contributed to restoration of stone walls that collapsed during earthquakes in 2016. Against this backdrop of digitalization and IT utilization, LCDs have grown in size, and TOPPAN has successfully made larger color filters with higher definition. In the semiconductor field, the company has continued to develop advanced photomasks and FCBGA substrates, becoming a world leader in the merchant photomask market. In 2016, the company rethought the TOPPAN Group business fields and defined 4 growth fields based on markets and customers. Under the concept of designing possibilities, the company will design information and living to make a further leap forward as a corporation that creates social value. Recently, TOPPAN has been concentrating on global security and packaging businesses. In global security, TOPPAN was responsible for the development and issuance of the official accreditation cards for the Athens Olympic Games in 2004. Currently, TOPPAN provides government ID solutions such as passports and anti-counterfeit holograms worldwide. By further developing security technologies cultivated ever since its foundation, TOPPAN provides countries and businesses with world-class safety and security. In global packaging, TOPPAN responds to the diverse needs of global companies working to solve environmental issues such as plastic waste. For example, TOPPAN has improved recyclability by using monomaterials for packaging instead of composite materials. In the living and industry business, TOPPAN is diversifying and expanding globally in the fields of packaging and environmental design. Gunma Central Plant is positioned as the core plant for global flexible packaging production. TOPPAN USA's Georgia plant is the first overseas production site for transparent barrier films. In the decor materials business, the core of its environmental design business, TOPPAN acquired Spain's Decotec Printing. Interprint of Germany became a wholly owned subsidiary of the TOPPAN Group. This established a global platform in the decor materials business. In these ways, TOPPAN has been building on its foundation of printing technologies, improving and developing it, and accelerating its global business development. The period since 2010 has seen the Great East Japan earthquake and the COVID-19 pandemic. The fragility of social infrastructure has been exposed, and new social issues have been brought to the fore. Based on lessons learned from the Great East Japan earthquake, the world's first magnesium air battery in a paper container was jointly developed for disaster relief. In the battle against COVID-19, TOPPAN has developed and marketed aerial touch displays to meet the need for touch panels operable without actual contact. In the living and industry business, as well as providing antiviral and antibacterial products, with an eye on the post-COVID society, TOPPAN is developing and rolling out technology to reduce plastic consumption by replacing it with paper materials. TOPPAN has been working on sustainability initiatives that incorporate the SDGs as goals of its own activities. Ever since its foundation, TOPPAN has enhanced its printing technologies and addressed social issues through business. In 2019, the TOPPAN SDGs statement was published and a set of material issues was selected. As specific activities anticipating society in 2030, the TOPPAN Group is advancing TOPPAN Business Action for SDGs. TOPPAN is committed to enhancing corporate value toward the creation of a society imbued with a sense of well-being. Inheriting the spirit of its founding, TOPPAN has focused on creating social value with its technology throughout its 120-year history. Through digital and sustainable transformation, TOPPAN will contribute to the creation of a sustainable society as a leading solutions provider for social issues worldwide.